Good evening, people. Oh. Good evening, good evening.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I had some stomach virus yesterday, so I didn't stream.
The divine watches over us.
Hey, Pascal.
Know your duty.
What?
Morak. A trivial task.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I hope I can pass that. The master order that you will let through. Isabella.
Your seneschal is always there for you. I'm at your service.
The Emperor sets my path.
Isabella and Argenta are not here now, yeah. Let's try it again. It is the buggiest area in the game for sure. What are you looking at right now? No, it's not usually. This is like the newest area. That's why it's the buggiest one. This is 70-80 hours in.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Hmm. Bugged.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder.
Blessed is Von Valencia's bloodline.
Get out, it's only me and
I
nearly.
forge my destiny among the stars.
You see big this now. Raven.
The divine watches over us.
Konrad. Theodora. I'll speak with anyone there. Can we put anything here? Metal truck.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
A grotesque spider-like figure looms over you. They changed his portrait. They completely changed it. Its limbs wave frenetically, chittering and clicking as they rip something apart, then stitch it back together. You realize its canvas is your flesh. The Xenon's gaze is different, and his low voice echoes through the room. Sample has been extracted. The specimen is alive, body and mind expected to function within normal parameters, monkey. Examine the Xenos. There's something fundamentally wrong with the Xenos silhouette and its twitchy, abrupt movements, and it sets your mind reeling in disgust. Each of his mechanical tools' appendages seem designed to be as sickening, as horrifying as possible. What happened to me? The control worm in your nervous system detected my proximity. It signaled it was dying by injecting a little dose of hallucinogenic euphorians into your bloodstream, a resourceful individual. So that thing in my head is your pet. The Drukari holds up the pale maggot, the same one you saw in Marajai's hands. As you watch the tool appendages perform a swift dissection, the maggot's flesh bursts under the scalpel like a claw and blossoms into a disgusting slimy flower. The Xeno's slow manner of speaking creates an unnerving dissonance with the frantic movements of his limbs. I grew the specimen specifically for you, monkey. During the interrogation, it intoxicated your feeble senses to limit unnecessary resistance. What a curious experiment it was. I usually extract control worms from specimens posthumously. You possess some degree of bodily fortitude. Which made for an unpleasant surprise for Dracon Marajai, former Dracon that is. That foolish whelp expected less of you and you humiliated him. He gave me something to think about, a good specimen. You eviscerate everything that you can get your hands on. Evisceration is one aspect of my most respected art. You did a poor job training your pet if I was able to shake off its influence. With a gurgling sound, Xena slowly and steadily moves his sharp finger to your eye, closer and closer, almost touching. Then stops with a sigh. Not now, perhaps late. I demand recompense for all the outrageous experiments you subjected me to. Recompense, you brazen scrap of low flesh. I did you an honor by lowering myself to interacting with your trivial organics branded by inferiority. You Tervantias. You're absolutely correct, specimen. I'm Tervantias the Archmachinator. The homunculus and the conductor of the plays that staggers the imagination and soul, anatomical opera. I am a rogue trader, von Valancius, and I'm not granted permission to extract even a single iota from my body. Curious, decreased cognitive function, including the loss of basic survival instincts, unexpected effort of brain intoxication in a lesser organism. The Erebenian urged me to pay attention to your allegedly overly gifted self-specimen. Let us see if you make a good tool. Same as you, little moth, the Xenos points towards the idiot. Unless, of course, the darkness of Gomorrah burns you as fast as the others. What does this mean? Who knows, Asuriani? Who knows? He makes a chuckling sound. Good evening, Salamonkey. What do you want? We will return to the arena of the fatal thirst. You will kill a few of the witches' fosterlings for me. You might even spill the blood of one of the bloodstained proselytes. They are long overdue for a small lesson in humility. They have forgotten their place, they lack respect, they do not appreciate my work. They fail to recognize my authority. What do I get out of it? Coercion will be more than enough. If you disobey, I will turn you into material for my creations and ensure that you feel and are aware of every manipulation performed in your flesh. If you do what I tell you, I will let you live for a while longer. Everyone's got a new portrait now. Cooperation will increase your odds of survival, as long as you continue to be of use. I will maintain your organic parts and perhaps even let you play with some of my less significant samples. And what does Sarabinian tell you about me? Information should not burden your undeveloped mind. The Arabinian told me enough to give you the chance to enter my anatomical opera. This is all you need to know. I'm afraid you don't realize whom you're dealing with. I'm not a contract killer, I employ contract killers. This response is unacceptable. Focus, monkey, or I'll make you enter either a wreck or a divan on a witch I host orgies. You will be far more useful in either of these forms. Abandon any illusion of choice, you will do my will, and you will stop resisting and start behaving like a good specimen. You may eventually receive my help in escaping Gomorrah. Their winning would be inadvisable. The specimen and I are having a conversation. You hear a shout and the sound of someone moving behind you. Silently endure excruciating pain. Are you trying to be resilient? Do you wish to put my talents to test? You have not the slightest understanding of who stands before you. I'm the core master Vegan. BJ09, thanks for joining. Thanks a lot. And welcome. Second claw, this one tipped with a thin and impossibly sharp needle, pierces your forehead slightly above the bridge of your nose, reaching through bone as easily as through air. For a few moments the needle wanders inside your brain, causing strange sensations throughout your body, and then You feel as if the bones of your skull have begun to contract, crushing your spasm-ridden brain from all sides like an ever-shrinking cage. The world becomes swimming blur, obscured by a veil of tears. And you hear a strange ringing from somewhere far away, most likely your drawn-out scream. I would rather die than serve an abomination such as you. How can you be certain of that? You've not yet tried, but you're about to. For fucking real. The darkness is dispelled by a sliver of light, the glinting scalpel in Tervantias' hand. Heavenoclus offers you a crooked smile. I can keep tossing you from one side of death to the other for as long as I desire. But I doubt that reanimating you again will be quite as amusing. I would suggest not incurring my displeasure. You are no more than one of my experimental materials. You have few options. The first option, and by far the most reasonable, is to obey and thereby demonstrate your value. The second option, which is less rational but just as acceptable, is to be obstinate. I will find a use for you in any case. For instance, you could be processed into sentient soup that retains the sensations and awareness of its original form, and is therefore aware of everything that happens until it dissolves completely at the end of the digestive process. I see from your expression that you have already chosen. What just happened? I made your body perish for a short time. And then I made it function again. Such manipulations are trifles for one such as I. Even if you were to get hacked into pieces, I could bring them back to life, although I would not waste my time on you. You're not worth the effort. To 9 devils with you, inhuman. I see that you're incorrigible specimen. My expectations of you were higher than this. If you're incapable of following the simplest commands, there is no reason to try to use it for something more important. I will find you a more practical application. One of his mechanical appendages bristles with a crown of barbed hooves that reach for your face, then inside it. And you just die like that through a conversation. Great. That's the 3rd time that you can die in the middle of the conversation. Great. You wanted to ask, is the game worth buying? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Great save. We're gonna speed up the conversation, of course.
The Emperor protects!
Emperor protects my ass
Rightfully
in
ours.
Komora. I did not serve enemies of humanity, but I never turned down the opportunity to kill a few Xenos. Response is acceptable. If you behave like a good specimen, you may eventually receive my help in escaping Komora. The Flesh Master is made enough to help us escape in favor of his own unholy designs. But the price, Elenta, will be unfair and terrible. Obedience will be rewarded. Take your crew gear with you. I abhor such technological banality, but a creature as undeveloped as you may find it of use. The contents of the ejector bubble playfully is urging you to find out whether the liquid inside is poison or medicine. Ooh. What was I wearing, man? Yeah. I think it was Sworn Protector. And a charged staff. And what are those sounds? Base armor, psi rating to dodge. What was it now? I think it was Fellowship.
I cannot comply.
I shit. Perception bonus to dodge. Bloody hell if I know what I was wearing. Bring it down. Voice of command. Signature ring. I need to check what I was wearing. Quickly, because I forgot. Yeah, I don't want to waste time. This is the only time when you get out of all items in the game. So I guess your companions, they get to keep items, but not you. Voice of command, bring it down. That's okay, ring is okay. Commerce Lord Imperium. So the strength gloves. Power grips. Chosen ally targeted. Commissar boots. Nobleborn mantle. Charge staff in this. Yesterday I was sleeping for 16 hours in a row. It was freaking bad, man. Today I'm a bit better, but it was freaking bad.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Oh, Argenta, Avelar, they're all back. Nice. I even resolved a bug with a quick load. Everyone around me is sick, okay? Then it was just a matter of time when I'll get sick as well. Where are my strength gloves? The game swallowed my strength gloves, eh? This is okay. Holy shit, it swallowed my strength gloves. Oh my god, they were giving +10 to strength. Ah. Door. Thanks for the sub, door. Thanks a lot. So what am I supposed to do now? Why you? I have a feeling like I lost a lot of items, to be honest. Not only the gloves. And what I do now? What's the name of this fucking idiot? Venus Doctor. Easiest way. What's the name? Tervantias. +10 to strength gloves, and I don't have them anymore.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars. struggle to find watches over us.
I require your aid. My success benefits you. It's reasonable for you to help me. We made a deal. You wretch, I did not make deals with the likes of you. I command you. Insult me by even insinuating that you and I are equals ever again. I will deprive you of the privilege of cohesive organic existence. Where is Cassia? The female with exceptionally strong connection to the veil, as well as a number of rare monkey mutations, most notably a third eye. I'm studying the influence of complete isolation from the veil and the outside world on the specimen abilities, sanity, and physical condition. She no longer screams inside her reservoir. She's certainly still alive, and I'm not yet ready to conclude the experiment. Pascal? Specimen prone to technomaniacal compulsions, he did reveal the name during his interrogation. Working on him was a curious process. He resisted my enchantments with such intensity. But then the specimen fell into depression, so I lost interest and cast him into the chasm. A flawed specimen. He must surely be dead by now. I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might emerge between rudimentary monkey augments and my own unflawed creations. Much like cartilage infused with steroids would swell a subject feeble body. New computational circuits sprouted through his algorithms. I found the process enlightening. I relinquished them. Why would I, specimen? I would have better chances of succeeding and contributing to your plans. And find yourself other fighters. The chasm has enough prisoners, mercenaries, and gladiators. My specimens are not yours to waste. You fucking irritate me, man. Press your weapon to the base of your own jaw. Unless you wanna lose a valuable specimen, you will release my companions immediately. What a confident specimen. Do it, kill yourself. I can always reanimate your body, but will I? Try my patience, Xenos. Do not make demands of me, specimen, or am I decided you're also in need of a color? Your weapon, I will not let you keep my companions captive. His ribcage opens wide, the skin around it tearing with a wet squelch. You catch a glimpse of his eternal organs coated with a strange film and riddled with shapeless growths and mushroom-like tumors. Where one would expect to see a heart, you see instead a glistening, translucent mollusk that has attached itself to the Xenos face. The revolting tin lets out a groan, and a stream of caustic liquid burns your face. Blinded, you start thrashing as a horrible spasm seizes your throat and prevents you from breathing, and your body convulses in pain. The light around you instantly fades. At least you're not dead. Nope. Nope.
Know your duty.
Oops.
Speak a long talk.
Dealing with this thing, man. Where the fuck is Pascal and Cassie? Why did I survive interrogation to which Marajai brought me? Marabenian interfered, and that's why we survived. Materials bring me more. Is there anything I can offer to repay your paltry possessions do not interest me. If you had something that could intrigue a master sculptor such as I, perhaps a remarkable piece of organics, then I might grant you a few short moments of my time. If it is a sacrifice you want after son of flesh, then I'm ready to offer myself as one. Will you take my flesh? I will take more than flesh. I can extract something far more valuable from a single shred of your organics. This does interest me. I will not remove much of her. Her functionality will not suffer. Why, Royet? This will be a step upon the path of atoning for the errors of my past, Elentach. If my sacrifice will bring you closer to salvation, I will commit myself into the hands of this tormentor. No. And we never know what happened. You can trade with him if you accept. Become immune to slow and immobilize. Exoskeletal gloves. 10 to strength and 5 to toughness. That's good. That's really good. I think I lost though. Like he stole them from me and now he's selling them. What the fuck is happening? I think I had those.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I made him sell shit without sacrificing Iliad. Every time when you wanna heal, he demands a price. Which is fine. Completely fine. There, strength toughness, health up to 90. Immune to slow and immobilize. I need to change this. My companions, man. God damn it, where are they?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Where's the space? And there's a space full far. Singing softly under his breath, the man of enormous proportions is intently stripping raw meat from a bone with his teeth. Unwashed red hair is falling into his face, his beard is blood-stained, and the aforementioned teeth look more like fangs than any human equivalent. A less knowledgeable person might not recognize this giant humanoid, but you are well aware that this is a space marine, an angel of the Emperor. Or Imperium check failed. His body is covered in primitive scar tattoos, the meaning of which eludes you. Glory to the Emperor. He's not voice acted here for us and the Old Father. What do you want? Study the man. Huge body with straggly overgrown red hair perfectly suits the deep chilling voice of this man, or of this beast in the guise of a man. Tribal scar-like tattoos cover his chest, arms and back, and glimpse intricate braids in his mass of unwashed hair. His body bears so many pale scars that you cannot count them all, and muscles bulge beneath his skin like boulders. He looks like a statue carved from stone. It is clear that captivity has subbed this prisoner of none of his physical power. Your assessment is confirmed when you spot the remains of Drukhari in the pile of carrion at his feet, likely one of Homunculus' servants. Drukhari flesh appears to be making a fine snack for your new acquaintance. Listen closely to the song the prisoner is singing to himself. You do not know the language, the sounds seem crude and mingled, but not entirely lacking the harsh dignity of a form of Gothic, while also sounding similar to the rumble of landslide. Sharp and choppy guttural phrases, tumbling forth in a harsh rhythm, try to join in the singing. How can you fail fellowship? That's the only thing that I got, man. Fellowship. It's the only thing that I have on an officer. Fellowship and persuasion. And commerce for trading goes with fellowship. And you fail a fucking skill check for fellowship. With your mate. Close your eyes and enter the flow of the song, like slipping into a fast-flowing mountain river. Worlds rise up naturally in your mind. They're not the same ones sung by the prisoner, but you sense their aptness. Verse flows from your lips, full of surprising poetic metaphors and bloody details of nameless hero fighting monsters under the light of unfamiliar stars. When the song ends, the red-haired giant looks at you in surprise, the ice in his eyes thawing slightly. You're one who has subbed the Mjod of the Skulls, I see. In long haul, some of my brothers would be eager to tell you of their exploits and we would sing a saga of their deeds. A warrior such as you could prove useful to me. To get what you want, you will have to convince two very headstrong individuals, me and my captor, that claw-handed Xenos. Who are you? I'm a wolf. How did you come to be here? My pack answered the Inquisition call and came to Koronus Expanse. There was a battle, and then the young wolves yearning to be meat for their brotherlings, to a feast of bolters that went out rowing. Though they were but few. One long of fang with them went lopping, not to see them cut down by skites unclean, the pups he sent scattering, and there stood alone the pots guarding. For a foe he long spied, one worthy among unworthy. The song of swords singing, they clashed with claymore and skill, until stood the old wolf upon the bones. Then by the birds of battle was he brought down. Was that clear enough? Saga sounds less interesting in prose. I wish to know more about your brothers. The butcher sent you to spy for him, did he? Or do they know nothing of the Emperor's angels, the space wolves of Fenris, or the great lemon rusts in your corner of the galaxy? Why does he keep you in a cage? He lets me out so I can go into the arena and kill some non-human scum. The Xenos like to watch me kill, and I like it too. I never imagined I would see an angel of the Emperor allow himself to be taken prisoner and to be content with his subjugation. The warrior eyebrow lower and the growl he releases makes your bones vibrate. Something inside you instinctively recalls in the face of this post-human rage. Watch your tongue, servant, or I will rip out your liver and eat it so I can discover from what tainted source comes your stupidity. Don't they feed you? A predator does not eat only when it's hungry. There are many reasons to eat. There must be a reason for this. For a moment, the vicious grin loses some of its acidity, and the bloodthirsty prisoner casts an intense, scrutinizing look at your face, as if trying to read your thoughts. You must be planning to escape, yeah? What for? Here I eat, here I kill. Why would I want to leave?
Let us walk this path to the end.
I would like you to take the Space Marine from your cage. The monkey male with an altered genetic structure has such phenomenal parameters. I previously studied 2 other specimens of the same breed, but have yet to untangle their genetic secrets. He also performs well enough in the arena. Losing this final specimen would be an undesirable outcome. Denied. If you do not release the Emperor Angel, his retribution shall fall upon you, Zenith. Sure, the loss of some monkey could never impede the work of a mind as great as yours. Perhaps the genetic subtype of all 3 specimens was defective, and this is the case of my limited success. In that case, the loss of the specimen would not be significant. I recommend pain as means of pacification, and you can take his armor, as I found it entirely unintriguing. Hands you a bone key.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Shall you get out? I need your help. He looks at you expectantly without stopping his chewing. His expression shifts subtly as his affected crudeness of mind and manner has been replaced by focus and cunning. Imperialis recite the litany of war. Even a heretic or an unhuman can wet a profane blade in the blood of enemies, but a true warrior of humanity does not fight for gratification or trophies. He fights to carry out his will, for that is his duty, and it is a blessing. You speak well. I heard these bookish words many times before, but this is the first time I heard them spoken with such resolve. I see that you believe in them, that you live by them. I respect that. I will help you. Let no one say that I forgot my duty to the old father. It seems Tervantias is not clever as he likes to appear. If he's letting me out of a cage, the joke is on him. He rolls his huge shoulders, and you hear his joints crack loudly. He lifts his battle knife from the floor, decorated with scarlet runes. It seems to be his last surviving possession. Wading in his hand and wearing a skeptical frown, the wolf says, "With steel I have already. If we're gonna hunt, I need my wolf skin." Throwing back his head, he lets out a loud, chilling howl, one that contains the deranged mirth of evil spirits dancing on an icy cliff. The predatory grin blooms on his face. What did you say your name was? Ulfar is a space wolf, a mighty space marine. His proportions instill respect in his allies and fear in his foes, but because Ulfar takes 4 cells instead of 1, certain mechanics may work differently for him. He does not use cover, or any conventional human armor and weapons. Ulfar's unique ability allows him once per combat, instead of losing consciousness due to having his wounds reduced to 0, to become incapacitated for 2 rounds. While in this state, Ulfar cannot be targeted by attacks or suffer damage, he also counts as a full cover for his allies. Once 2 rounds pass, Ulfar can act again and regain 50% of his maximum wounds. Furthermore, he's an arch-militant. Right tool for the job.
Save your jests about furred fleas and marked territory. I heard enough of them back on Fenris.
Ulfar, where is your armor, man? Heavy stubber on Ulfar. And what happened with your knife? His knife just disappeared, eh?
Give this task to someone lesser.
Easily, when you wanna replace, start a bolter. You hand. Where is his knife? His knife just disappeared. They still fucking freak out. Oh man.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Yes.
Let's start the combat knife. $70, $75, $50, $70. Where is his armor? Wolf pet cloak, wolf skin, and a bolt pistol.
My instincts tell me to refuse. Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
Where does it go? What the fuck?
I don't like that.
Oh my. Are you dead bugged?
My instincts tell me to refuse.
Try again. Then I'll reset the game.
The Divine watches over us.
Okay, that worked. But where's the armor? The fuck? What? Hey, before I report all of this, get out. Yeah, I know. Save. We'll check the leveling once I figure out what's wrong with items. Collect.
I cannot be leashed.
Equip.
Give this task to someone lesser.
You see the problem?
I don't like that.
I mean, I don't need to play with him until full release. Yeah, so. But the cape disappeared. He's got 0 armor and he equipped armor. How am I supposed to? Yo. And it's not only that, pistol as well. Let's see now. Okay. Okay.
My instincts tell me to refuse. Give this task to someone lesser. I don't like that.
They're out of hits. You can equip gloves. And he's not proficient into a single weapon. Funny. Only in a start. So everything has to be a start. But then he can equip a heavy stabber. Nothing else. Alright, let's... What do I miss with a cape? Everyone can equip a cape, grants 10 armor, as long as the wearer is performed both melee and ranged. Every enemy in a 5 cell radius that is smaller than the wearer will suffer 1 stack of perplexed. But...
Don't dishonor the wolf with
Dishonor
such
the
tasks.
wolf with a wolf pelt cloak. Yeah. That's a tragedy.
Whose innards need take leave
He
of
is a freaking marksman, not a warrior. A running gun, awareness, revel in slaughter, military excellence. Unpredictable crits. Armor doesn't reduce dodge, but medium armor. And you are wearing power Ulfar armor. It looks like heavy to me, not like medium. But whatever. Space Wolf should have his own archetype, not as others. A control shot. Ballistics. Combat Master, melee superiority. Its shot grants agility. Rate of fire increased. Combat Medic, yeah. Rapid fire, demolition, perception. Parry. Rapid fire upgrade. Dual weapon combat. It will not die. Demolition. He's actually good. Maybe like 2 talents are bad. Everything is fine. He is good. That's what I can say. Maybe this is bullshit. Control shot. A waste. But everything is nice. Oh! The right tool for the job and the kick. Kick is great. Upgraded kick is great. Heroic act, action point increase, ballistics. Large military there is heroic act, the desperate measure, archman against +2 damage. Okay, solid. Ballistics, there is wildfire, that's great. Melt a weapon expert, interesting. Waste. Complete waste. I don't get it. Complete fucking waste. That's like 2 or 3 wasted talents combined. Marksman and arch militant. Athletics, Flash fire becomes wildfire. That's okay. Plasma weapon expert. And melter weapon. What the fuck? But he's wielding a bolter. Why plasma and melta? Can use two-handed range weapons without penalty. Also waste. When someone gets close, you nab him with a fucking knife. Why would I shoot if someone is close with a bolt? 3 wasted talents. I got athletics, I got demolition, I got with carouse. Here we're gonna go, he's squishy for a freaking space marine. Very squishy for a space marine. That's not a way. That's extremely squishy. Those stats, that's squishy. 70, 75, 75, that's all nice. I'm gonna go with toughness. Steady superiority. You can use both heroic acts. Carouse. Let's wait moments. 2 times weapon and 2 times ballistic. 2 times 7. 14, 14 until the end of combat. Broad expertise. More toughness. Talent 2 goes to swift movements. Devastating. Always ready. Toughness. Caroused. Dependable stack of armor. Weapon skill. Weapon skill. Bolt weapon expert. Ulti upgrade. Restore when you go low. And we apply 113 and Abelard 87. And still Abelard is freaking tanky. Then a bloody space wolf. Abelard is the real space wolf. Here. Perfection under fire. And we're checking first tier. Rapid reload. And that's it.
My instincts tell me to...
Let's restart the game. Maybe we can equip the cape after the restart. Maybe. Quickly. Right now, there are no unique talents for the Space Wolf. I'll check the chat now, just let me restart. I'm not sure if he should even be a marksman, to be honest. I would give him to be a warrior. Arch-militant warrior, not arch-militant marksman. Because he is a huge motherfucker, what does he have to do with a marksman? He should have been a warrior. It ain't that bad without the build. 4 or 5 talents in total are wasted. 4 or 5. The rest is fine. It ain't that bad. Could have been worse. Yeah, yes, it will not die. Ulfar is a... yeah, he's a space wolf. I lost my commissar boots, did I? For good. Yeah, they're gone for good. Great. Fucking epic. I lost gloves, I lost boots.
My instincts tell me.
And this idiot can't equip.
Let us walk this path to the end.
They'll fix it. I mean, I was most worried about X3 out of everything. Far better than in beta, but still bugged. Pascal, where are you?
Know your duty. We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Where is Pascal?
The Divine watches over us. Let the faith guide my path to glory. Let us walk this path to the end.
What? What?
My success was inevitable.
Vile line on the ground contained with repotropin. Heightens 1%.
Know your duty.
What is that?
What is what?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
Medicare.
ours.
My commissar boots and my gloves are lost for good. Goddamn, commissar boots were great.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
There's Pascal. The crooked figure wrapped in crimson looks nothing like the Pascal Hanuman you know. Before, his silhouette, hunched through it, may have been under the weight of his potential coil, used to radiate with authority and the power of restricted knowledge. Now he simply looks broke. His raiment is soiled with dark red bloodstains and black blotches of sacred unguents. His mechanized wriggles sluggishly like dying snakes. Pascal does not look at you, for his gaze is turned inside his own body. There is a horrible gaping wound in his chest, and you see glinting, clanging mechanisms squirming within. Pascal has plunged his fingers into the wide, dripping maw of the wound, and is in the process of filling his metal innards with great care, examining. It is difficult to say if the procedure that Pascal has undergone was torture, sacred augmentation, or vivisection. His flesh is covered in fresh sutures, interpressed with wounds that no one has taken the trouble to stitch back up. An ordinary human would have long since bled out from the ferron sanctum sustains the bodies of adepts of the machine god. His metallic insides are exposed to the eye in a vulgar and bloody display of nudity. I shall help you kill Pascal. Pascal, can you hear me? The statement is true. Pascal looks up at you. His skin has gone yellowish and sticky from the lubricant-like sweat. The pupil of his left eye looks a tad odd. You look closer and realize that its shape is no longer round. What happened, Pascal? An act of defilement. This unit was subjected to a profane invasion. A Xenos touched my ferrum sanctum, removed parts of it, and changed other parts, branded my true flesh with altars of forbidden metal. What became of you after capture? This unit was immobilized, transported to the laboratorium of Xenos designed as Tervantias the Arch-Machinator, studied and atomized. Then this unit was changed. Its sacred augmentations were subjected to restructuring, complete replacement, modification. Then this unit received basic medical assistance. Then this unit. Then he let me go. Where are the others? No data available. They're dead. That's optimistic forecast. Is there a way I can help you, Pascal? Statement is false. The impure augmentations were inserted into the technical cycle of the operation of my true flesh. Their direction, excision will, with an undermined yet high degree of probability, cause the cessation of my vital functions. If you care for Pascal, you don't take him in Comore. Pascal fingers widen the edges of the wound. Blood mixed with sacred unguents trickles down his wax-like skin. His sunken chest contains more metal than you thought it could. You see the grey fabric of his lungs pierced by dozens of tin tubes. An unfamiliar organ made of synthetic fiber, clutched by a cage of protective rings, the wide cover of his respiratory system that disappears in his trembling larynx. All these augmetics are riddled with small grafts of xenotech that cling to them like rust. What exactly do they change? Detecting numerous replacements in the chain of command distributors, alterations have been made to the operational algorithm of the encoder inside my cortical augmetic. Pascal now speaks with complete indifference and calm, as if reading out an inventory of spare parts at a warehouse. The chemical inject analyzer has been destabilized. He falters and hints humanity creep back into his voice. He sounds almost flummoxed. The other changes, I cannot understand what they are, why they are. Why did they remold you like that? No data available. I hypothesized that the purpose behind the alterations was entertainment, curiosity. He was curious to see what was inside me. Then he remade me to see what I would do next. He wanted to watch me rip his gifts out of myself. Purge your body of this vice at once. The probability of total success is low due to expected premature cessation of vital functions. There is no fear in Pascal's voice. He is not trying to dissuade you, merely informing you. Is your faith in a machine god so feeble you would allow your body to take in a taint of xenotech alongside the true flesh? I am the Omnissiah servant. I am his warrior. Flesh is fallible, but ritual honors the machine spirit. Pascal sinks his hand into the open wound, crumples the fragile augmetic with his metal fingers and tears it out. The metal piece drags wires and veins along, causing a torrent of blood to pour out. Pascal knees buckle, but there is still clanging in his voice. Cleansing process initiated. The process will be completed. This unit is ready to serve. Praise the Omnissiah. Pascal. At least you got all of your gear. If nothing else. And I can whip the wolf belt armor on Pascal. I would.
With each step, I forge
Pascal,
my
do you know how
destiny.
many tech use checks we got there? You can't even imagine. We got 1 million. And we need Cassia also for more. Where is Cassia now? Would I say that Arch Militant is better on a warrior than on as a marksman? No! When you play as a squishy, it's better on a marksman. Now, Space Wolf, Wolfar, he's not squishy. He's a fucking brute. He should have been a warrior. It makes no sense that he goes as a marksman.
Let us walk this path to the end.
There's Ktonos. Ktonos, are you ready, Ktonos? We're about to test you out. Let's see how you're doing.
Your father created me for carnage.
Why did you go instead of up? You easily have more athletics than Abelard. I need Cassia. Let's be real, I need Cassia.
Why don't I go kill someone instead?
Dang, 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 dang. Work! I swear to God, I think skill checks are completely not bugged. I can't even say they're bugged. They're tuned to fail no matter what you click. No matter how high the skill check is. Even when it's 95%, you can easily fail.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Hallelujah, man. Hallelujah. Now let's see how Ktonos is doing. I killed that thing in beta with only 3, and now there's 6 of us. Ktonos.
I have traveled far darker paths.
Let me see what I got for you. I got 30. Ah, look at this. Ktonos, Ktonos. Are you ready, Ktonos?
If it serves your cause.
Oh.
Xenocide is its own reward.
He's got power from pain. The Drukhari gain +3 strength, +3 willpower, 1 temporary wound for each creature suffering burning, bleeding, stun, or poison. Whenever he suffers warp damage or is affected by psychic power, cannot use power from pain, lose all bonuses of the ability Combat Master, Pain Fury. He gains additional turn on 2/3 and 1/3 for the first time you. Movement 10. When will you play though? He immediately plays.
Rejoice in service. Actions will speak louder than words.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my duty.
Something deflection. Deflect.
I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
Fucking real, I'll get. For fucking real. Argentina!
Enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Let's
I'll do it.
murder.
Doubt is for the weak.
Let's do a fucking job. What is that stupid ass dash? Yeah. Change of plans. Full change of plans. I didn't know this was the case. This thing demands Pascal. We put tech on tech. It just demands Pascal and that's it.
I align my path with yours. For now.
Weakness is hidden from my sight.
And so it shall be done.
If you really wanna play like that,
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends
let's
all.
do it.
Running binaric override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Not my worst day. Yet.
I move as if unseen. I understand your intent. If I must. This tedium is beneath me.
Not dead yet.
You will be
Rep
remembered
Pascal.
in my saga.
And you fuck off. Holy shit.
Paid with your blood in the name of Koronus
317 with a wild hunt. I mean, yeah, but I don't want injuries. Let's see if we can do it cleanlier than just trap Pascal and Abelard, man. That's to be away. Stay far away. Then it's gonna rush twice. If I nuke him down, it's rushing twice. I need to sacrifice someone.
What is it?
I am but a faithful herald of the righteous wrath.
What does it matter? All far stand against.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. it shall be. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! My saga is nearing its glorious end.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed. It will be done. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
Fortune favors the swift.
You're shitting me. You are shitting me. Under all of that, you're gonna swing 15 times to kill him. Are you shitting me? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I can't save them, man. It's just crazy. Thank God he doesn't need this.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
The biomechanical creature is flailing its limbs faintly. Its body is broken and bears the signs of the combat wear and wear, but it does not look like there is anyone to repair it. You can see the glistening flesh under the cracked carapace and the bunches of wires that permeate it. The armor plates rise heavily and the creature emits a wistful creaking sigh full of regret. The claw on Pascal Mechandrite clangs loudly. The visor emits a series of clicks, switching the observation spectrum. Pascal hands automatically reach for the combo tool in his belt, even as his eyes closely watch the dying creature. Examine the creature. Every limb of the creature, both the hard ones on skeletal paws and the flexible ones on metallic cords, is equipped with a variety of implements similar to surgical tools. The jagged circular saws, twisted drills, and vibrating monoscalpels promise an unbearable pain. You can clearly see the inside of the mechanism through the holes in its armor. Apparently its gut can open to drag the hamstrung victim inside. Once it finds itself in the monster's stomach, it will be pierced by the injectors that will reduce the prisoner to liquid and drain it to the reservoirs at the tail end of the creature. Can you understand me? The creature emits a series of whizzing sounds. Was it an answer, the moans of agony, or just natural muttering of its mechanism? There is no way for you to tell. It is trying to communicate. It seems the blasphemous creature can feel pain and fear. That is glorious. Ulfar's face breaks into a smile that is both joyous and bloodthirsty. What are you? Creature responds with series of choking and snarling sounds. After a moment, as if realizing that its language is not clear to you, it extends a fighting limb in your direction in a menacing gesture. The message is clear. I'm a warrior, I'm a slayer. This is an engine of pain, Elentach, an executioner created by the depravity of my dark cousins, living flesh fused to a mechanism whose sole purpose is to inflict as much pain as it can. The Dark Ones are caught in a cycle of torment, desperately seeking pleasure in the suffering of others. This machine is but an instrument of their endless desire, a symbol of what they're willing to do to slake the thirst and fear that consumes them. Why did you escape, Tervantias? Something inside the creature clings helplessly, and then it starts tugging at one of its limbs with jittery motions, trying to rip it out of socket. Its body is convulsing with excruciating pain. Presenting a hypothesis, existing under the oppression of Homunculus was unbearable and painful even for such an unholy construct. And the unusual dialogue. Pascal, would you like to study? Request approved. Pascal eagerly unfolds his mechanites, and they all rush towards the monster. The shrieking drill cuts deep into the armor. The claw hungrily snaps off chunks of the flesh pierced with strands of metal wire. Creature thrashes and wheezes but cannot flee the merciless autopsist. The collected samples are sent to a portable analyzer, and the tech priest visor clicks, recording the autopsy in picked images. He suddenly freezes, takes a little step back, process interrupted, an operational collision has been detected. What? Presenting a hypothesis, this construct is a mobile execution chamber. A subject is immobilized by the implements placed inside the construct and subjected to a highly painful disposal through a chemical injection. Following utilization, the biological remains of the target are preserved in the built-in reservoir of the construct. The initial chemical analysis of the remains yields an abnormal result. It's like the pain of the victims of this machine is dissolved in them. It is circulating in the metal veins of this creature. It can feel everything. The nature of the damage indicates that the unit has been in combat. I hypothesize that the constructor sent it into the arena. Going by its current status, the result of the combat test was unsatisfactory, otherwise the unit would have been repaired. What made you stop? The unit is under the influence of conflicting impulses. The operational vector of cognition prompts the need to study this subject. The operational vector of obeying the omniscient, his universal law, dictates the need to spurn and purify. The operational vector of adoration before his might dictates the need of reverence for the subject, where the natural spirit resides in synthesis with that of the machine. So this thing is more than abomination and vice to you. Categorization is correct. The object is blasphemous abomination, dangerously close to the creation of the anathematized soulless ancients. But so is a miracle of his boundless polymorphism. Pascal tone emits a metallic note. You are an explorator. Study it before it gives up the ghost. Request approved as doctrinally correct. Let the cycle be discontinued. May ignorance be undone. A life thunderer. Left the Drukhari weapon.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Demolition 70. I got 0 meltas. Have I lost all meltas? I had everything, man. Oof. This has to be fixed, it's bullshit.
Know your duty.
How am I supposed to break through this now? Without meltas? I had like 10 meltas, man. I bought meltas. You know how many I bought? Bloody hell.
Each step, I forge my
I thought
destiny
it would have been
among the
disciplined for
stars.
such a performance.
No one has. Elliot has Lord Venus.
Morak.
Morak.
I have learned much in my exile.
Did you? Abelard's muscular tissue sample. A flesh sample from the resilient and unbreakable Abelard Versarian. Abelard, just to stitch you back now. And who's gonna break through with demolition?
Let
Because
us walk this path to the
the
end.
game swallowed demolition. How am I supposed to do it? With what? Retrieve the safe. 50. Let's see, 50. Of course, it's gonna be a fail on the first try.
Lesson learned.
Also,
I'm at your
I
service.
think, yeah, I can't see Abelard's penalties, I can't see my penalties. They need to be in description. May the game be fixed upon release. Pray to the Emperor. It's going to be in a much better state, okay? Have in mind, I'm playing a version that's like already 2 months old. Okay. So they had those 2 months and additional 40 days. That's over 3 months to polish out the game. And once people reach this area, that's gonna be in like 15 days on average, if not even 20 days on average. It's already gonna be the end of December. And they got time to fix out the final chapters as people are keep playing on. Okay, because let's be real, Prologue, Act 1, Act 2 are very, very polished, okay, and already they applied around 2000 bug fixes in those acts. So they are pretty much playable without any major issues. This, what I'm playing right now, are major issues.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, but someone needs to reach Act 4 and 5 and report all of those bugs. For them to fix all of those bugs and make them a priority.
Lesson learned.
So there's also that. I'm more test the game for unfair than I'm testing it for bugs. I'm reporting every bug, but I'm more curious of unfair and combat and what can be buffed and what should be nerfed.
Unexpected result.
For example, stupid skill checks.
This explorer tool is blessed with
Defensive
multiple
boots. If the
shenanigans.
Guardians spend movement, they double their cover efficiency. But only half cover. Whenever Edge gains a stack of right 2 for the job, they also gain +3 to momentum. There's the Lawbringer, a power batoon. Grants additional attack ability and ends the attacker's turn and deals +30 machine damage with 50 over penetration chance.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
My Pascal casually floating in the air. Komora
We
view.
shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Can't do much without demolition.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Yeah.
The divine watches over us.
Very soon we're going to the arena and check out the combat. Unfortunately, the last fate will have to wait for at least 2 months for me to play. I can't. And I believe that it's good. I played demo. No, I haven't brought Heinrichs. Pascal, we got 1 million tech checks for you.
Destiny among the stars.
And the Medicare checks.
Operation successful.
Let
Find
us
me
walk
melt
this
us,
path to
melt
the
us,
end.
Pascal. I need melt us. 1 melta is enough. What kinds of builds are interesting in playing when the game releases? All. You have all builds on my YouTube channel. Check out what you like the most and pick what you want to play. Every build is fun. Motherfucker.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Error. Making adjustments.
adjustments.
Error T2. No need to heal. I want to see if I can patch up Abelard though with his tissue sample. And we need to check if Ulfar is voice active. That too.
My knowledge has its limits.
We know Pascal is not.
What a shameful failure. My success is an irrefutable
3 or 10
certainty.
knots. Expensive outfit.
Let the faith guide my path to glory. The Divine watches over us. My knowledge has its limits.
I don't have temperature. Good. I have a feeling like I have temperature, but I don't.
I
35.
forge my destiny among the stars.
Noah has Lord Ward.
Let us walk this path to the end. We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours. The machine god grants me insight. Let the faith guide my path to glory. The Divine watches over us.
By the way, if you see 100, that's 173 on tech use. That's why Pascal is succeeding everywhere. I was so freaking pissed off, I maxed out tech.
Operation. Know your Successful. duty.
The arena.
Let us walk this path to the end. My success is an irrefutable.
I'm so freaking pissed off, I lost Commissar Boots. Shit.
This exploratory
And the game
quest
doesn't give
multifunctionality.
Elta.
Operation successful.
Eldari Ranger Sight. Deadeye shots. Critical hits trigger exposed weakness against the affected enemy until the end of combat. Where melee attack is increased by 3 times Psi rating. Great on Heinrichs. Yeah, they're gonna fix it faster because it's smaller in scale.
My destiny among the stars. We are bound by the blood of martyrs. The divine watches over us. Know your duty.
Why did you torture Pascal? I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might emerge between rudimentary monkey augments and my own unflawed creations, much like cartilage infused with steroids, as well as subject's feedable body. New computational circuits sprouted through his algorithms. I found the process enlightening. Do not waste my time, specimen. Mend my body. Which parts of your miserable organics can be improved without inflicting any substantial harm on your sanity? Try not to scream, so specimens end up tearing their vocal cords during this procedure. Then again, you will scream whether you want to or not.
What advice do you seek?
How do I give Abelard his ears back? That's what I want to know. How do I give his ears back? With what? Abelard muscular tissue sample. Flesh sample from the resilient and unbreakable Abelard Versaria.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica
Keyword brand,
Imperium
what the
and
fuck?
weigh every
I
step.
don't wanna give him this. How the fuck do you fix Abelard?
Let the faith guide my path to
Do
glory.
you know what's the real problem when you wanna play a Psyker? The real problem is that people think how they're gonna use other archetype abilities when they're playing a Psyker. So what you wrote down there, you're gonna play a Fortress Pyromancer Master Tactician Marksman. How will you do it? Tell me. How will you do it? Hey, you realize that once you pick archetype and you're a pyro, and when the time comes for you to pick an ability, you pick between pyro and the archetype. So the archetype, for example, as what is this, Master Tactician that you wanna play, it gives you a sign objective, it gives you Inspire, Linchpin, blah blah blah. That's from the Master Tactician. And then you said you wanna play a Pyro. And this is what Pyro will give you. This is Biomancer, you have Pyromancer with his spells. So it's either Master Tactician or it's Pyro. Or better to say Psyker that you wanna play. So you can play both. Now when you play as a marksman, you are supposed to shoot. When will you shoot when you're gonna cast pyromancy spells? Never. So you wasted. Completely wasted. Marksman is not for that. What you wanna do is play operative, analyze, expose weakness, and whack enemies with pyromancy. That's what you wanna do. And for the other tier, okay, you don't go with a Master Tactician. You will go with something like Grand Strategist, because it takes 0 action points to cast the battlefields, where everyone can profit. Okay, and then for 0 action points you have battlefields. For very low amount of action points you got exposed weakness and vulnerability. Okay, and now you can play a Pyro. You can cast spells. You can cast like a few buffs, debuffs, and whack enemies with fire. If you opt in for a marksman, you need to shoot. Shooting and casting spells doesn't go together. It can, but you don't have enough action points. So you won't be able to do it. When picking to play a Psyker, you need to opt in for what Psyker you want. Not every Psyker is valid on every archetype. When you play as a Sanctech, you're supposed to be a tank, a warrior. When you play as a Pyro, you're supposed to be an operative. When you play as a Biomancer, you can go basically with melees because you give toughness and strength. Okay, the main feature of a Biomancer is action points, movement points, that would be the officer, okay, or the warrior. That's where Biomancy is good for, because again, the spells that you get are action points, movement points, and heals, debuffs, and the main feature of the Biomancer would be the Iron Arm, strength, toughness. And what else is left? Diviner, Telepath. Diviner, Telepath, Sanctink, Pyro, and Bio. That would be 5, yeah. So you can mix Pyro with a marksman. It ain't smart, you won't have enough action points. When you go with a Psyker, you should focus to be a full Psyker. And don't waste abilities and anything else. So basically your archetype doesn't matter. What matters in your archetype are the passive talents. What are the talents that you can learn that your entire team can benefit from? Not only you, the entire team. And you take those talents. When abilities come, you're gonna take Psyker abilities.
With each step, I forge my destiny.
And in the other case, you wasted an archetype and you wasted a Psyker. Now, for those that want to play it like that, there's always an option with Warrior and with Opposite. Self-buff and debuff enemies Psyker. But then there is no damage. And when there is damage, you only go for damage. You don't go to shoot and cast spells at the same time. It's impossible. The game doesn't allow it.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Let's see, full parties. Voice acted. Whoa! your veil will go to shit. If you play as a heretic, you want your veil to go to shit. Hey. That's the first option as a psyker. You are supposed to play in chaos non-stop, and that's a profit, because you gain a lot of benefits during chaos. If you don't want chaos and you want to play as a psyker, there are psyker talents that reduce the veil, and they scale from different stuff, mostly from intelligence, reducing veil by intelligence when you cast something. For example, ulti. There is that option as well. Renegade Medic. Let's see if we can speak with Ulfar, if he's voice acted or not. Cassia also as a navigator can also suppress the veil. Yeah. He's not voice acted. So that's gonna wait. Keeping him for the full release. You don't need to spoil every freaking thing that exists. Same Pascal, I guess. Not voice acted.
Lord Captain.
Check. Look at the fucking check. And how do I recover his years back? There's a lot of problems in this act.
Lord Captain. I have not seen her, Lord Captain. But there are times. There are times when I think I hear her laughing in the distance. Or I sense hands touching me, as she used to do, to distract me from my sorrowful ruminations. But I know the difference between reality and fantasy. Now I fear I shall simply have to learn to live with this ghost that appears only to me, with this vision of the past.
Let's go to the arena. Look, even now it's not that needed to reduce the veil, you just be careful how you use it and that's it. Don't spam psyker abilities if you don't have to. And I guess on easier difficulties you won't even have to cast a single spell. Psyker abilities, they're great, for example, for unfair, where you can actually do something, okay, to turn the battlefield. But on easier difficulties, I see no fucking need to use a single psychic ability.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh, this is bad. This is the end of my run, eh?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours. No suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn the heretic.
Let's restart. Maybe it's gonna work after the restart. Don't troll me like that. Shit. Sanctic is great on every melee. But again, Psyker is great on a heretic run. You should have one Imperialis run without that crap.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I guess that's gonna be it.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs. The divine watches over us. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
This can't be over.
There is no different portal. I already played through this in beta, it didn't look like this, but there is no difference. It seems like that's gonna be it until I grab the full version, which is gonna be very soon as well, but there's nothing I can do right now. I'll try like 15 times if I have to, okay, on every possible way that exists, but it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Pray, pray. Pray to the Emperor. Truth to be told, I've been playing so much, I'm happy because of this bug, I can't continue. You know how much work awaits me, man, just with videos. I prepared over 30 videos that I need to cut and edit.
Let us walk this path to the end. The Divine watches over us. We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Start. Then I'll try to kill the commissar, and I'll come back here again. In that order. I'll try everything. Don't worry, I'll try it all. This is the first major bug in a game that I can say it's like, you know, game-breaking bug. The first one. After 80 hours. A lot of bugs in this area, okay? It's followed by shoes, it's followed gloves, it's followed Melta charges. Now I can enter the port. The injuries disappeared from the torture.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Save your jests about fur, fleas, and marked territory.
No suffering will make me forget his sacred.
Your seneschal
Let
is
us walk
always
this
there for you.
path to the end.
Let's try by killing Commissar. Or maybe even better. Let's try it like this. I need to check the journal as well, but it doesn't look good. Not to mention that I can't pass because of meltings. They're both demolition. Times demolition. Sure. Swallow my demolition charges and then it's 2-time demolition.
Yes.
I wonder who's causing this. Could be the space wolf. Could easily be the space wolf. I can try leaving him behind and then check the portal. I believe it's him. Don't know why, but I believe it's him.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Here we go again.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs. With each
We are
step,
the spearhead
I
of the
forge
Imperium.
my destiny among the stars.
The songs of my
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
That's what I was thinking now. Not that I'll leave Wolfar, I'll leave everyone. Every single one. I'm going in alone just to see if it's gonna load or not. And I'll also try to kill a commissar and then trigger a portal. I'll try everything, okay? Every possible solution. I mean, we'll know now. I'll only let them one by one, I'll leave everyone behind and give it a shot.
The Divine watches over us.
So it's not the companions that are causing this. Very simple.
Let the faith guide my path. Let us walk this path to the end.
Yep.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
So much from Act 3.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Start. Anti-contact, I'll get immediately of this. Online some.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I really tried all the last thing that I should try. Is dropping these. So that's not what's causing it. Perhaps the cape of Pascal, because it was meant for the space wolf.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So they can immediately see. Let's see if you can see it now. We're going back here. I really tried it all. I reported as well. They are aware about it. They know. And that's it. I'll try to kill a commissar and then go for the portal.
I will cast you into eternal
Because I really don't know what else to do.
None of you shall survive.
I will do my duty.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. Another soul slips beyond the veil. This tedium is beneath me.
My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Running binaric override. Request approved.
guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Damn it, woman.
I'll do it.
Damn it. Oh, they did not die from burning. Really?
Yet iron knows no pain.
I will endure.
So shall it be. Not will I have become the Old Father's worthy instrument!
Jesus. Yeah, I'm trying to kill a commissar and then go to the port. See if commissar is the reason for the
Don't
port.
dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
I'm trying everything.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Rejoice in service!
High momentum.
I will not be deterred. Actions will speak louder than words. I cannot comply.
I took care of this one. It will be done.
Suffering is part of the trial. Martyrdom is a
You'll death with my hands.
Wild hunt. Begin.
My heart sinks with the thrill of battle.
Yeah.
See you moving? No more. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Even tortures a fight like this.
Why would you hit Abelard? Are you crazy?
I
Misfits.
must.
Rejoice in service. My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. Your corrupt way has
Look what I do with officer, man. Look what I do with officer. Holy. How long is the game for one run? Depends on the difficulty, depends if you're gonna read all or not. So, not less than 120, 130 hours, not above 400 hours. So I guess average run for a normal person will take around 200 hours plus. Let's try Wild Hunt on Pascal. Oh, there is no one now. I killed them all. Yes.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable. Request approved. Running binary override.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deed. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it. Strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Worse, but not by much. Even torture
I
to
keep
fight
waking
like
up
this.
LR, damn it.
I'll do it. I can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. Strike is a prayer.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
The fame-hungry come.
Fucking funny.
The wolf is on the hunt.
Holy shit, 10% chance to hit headshot. 45 with a pistol.
Your end is nigh.
You're too funny.
I won't suffer this.
You just need to be patient and wait. Yeah, it's unfair. Unless the game changed on its own, but I wasn't changing settings at all. It's easy because I have perfect builds. It is unfair. Now, you haven't seen disgusting fights. There were 5 disgusting fights. Nerve-breaking fights. But the builds are good now, and it's a stump. Survey the den. Commissar Ars. We have a Commissar Cap. We have Accuser of Sin. Oh, I lost my Accuser of Sin. Holy shit, I lost so many. Survey the den. See the Discord quickly. Multitasking. The commissar is no longer in charge of this unit. Any objections? There is something you must know. The man who called himself the commissar was a traitor and accomplice of the Xenos. His promises of escape were nothing but lies. Where did the Melis keep his trophies? In the next fight, you're coming with me. We shall make the arena drink of Xenos blood. Execute Melis and the commissar for the glory of his deeds, for the good of humanity, and in the name of the God Emperor, I sentence you both to death. Carry out the sentence immediately. Do you wish to repent, traitor? Enjoy your little victory while you can. Komora will rip your head off you quicker than it did mine. I'm gonna send you to the arena, Commissar. To the arena? No, please. Can I please stay in the cage? No, you can't. Melis, you should have shown more hospitality when I first came to you. Laugh away, humanling. You won. Betray he who aids you. That's life in the spires. I'm sending you to the arena with Commissar. Very well, once you surprised me you didn't die. I lost my status, maybe I won't die either. Maybe you will lose something too. Commissar betrayed you. Then there is no hope, we're doomed to remain slaves of Xenos. I hereby grant you Emperor's peace. In the name of the Emperor, I give you my word, I'll lead you out of this place. Any objections about the Commissar? None. Where are Melis trophies? I do not wish to be disturbed. Let's see if the portal works. No. Melis! One cage for Melis, the other cage for Commissar. And Abelard staring at Commissar. As a good seneschal. And now, the final part. Will the portal work or not? Can you play the old cycle? No, you can't. But in 20 days you will be able to. Less than 20 days. 19 days now. I have a feeling like it's December, not November. Oh, I got saves from before as well, yeah. I don't know what's causing it, we're gonna test it out, I told you. Testing one by one. Now let's see if it's gonna work. Hey. Because I don't know how many times I have to try. I'll report it as well, and that's it. Hey, the moment of truth. It's not the commissar.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars. Know your duty. We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Tried with materials as well, it's not what's causing it. I'll try again.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Anything can cause this. Absolutely anything.
Knowledge has its limits.
Let us walk this path to the end. With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
I really tried it all. Not much I can do anymore. Let's give him all. Everything we got.
The Divine watches over us. We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Current build, officer, master, tactician, biomancer, level 36, 37. Let's be real, a portal should work and that's it. There is nothing to talk about. It easily locks you out of the next area. You can't make progress. Let me see what they say. Patience now. Waiting for response and then I'll know what to do. It seems like 90% chance that that's it. 90% chance that's it with Rogue Trader. Until the game is out, you won't see me playing. I will release a lot of videos and guides, but you won't see me streaming it. Now let me see, I want to test one more thing before all of this. That's this save that is good to see if I can bridge the portal, just to open the door. Be right back fast. Manje od minut treba. Znači ovaj točak da se iseče. Alright, let's test it out straight for the portal. Okay, I'm not going left and right, I'm not collecting companions, going up straight for the portal. For the arena.
Know your duty.
And then we're gonna figure out what's causing this. I mean, I got saved as well for the entire Komora, where we can check in detail. no, it ain't even working on this save. So it's before Ulfar that the bug occurred. Again, I gotta remind you of this as well. I can go full crazy mod, collect them all very fast, but then I need to kill Melis. Holy shit. I have the Act 3 begin save as well. Oh man, what to do? I'll need to talk to Alcat and then I'll know what to do. Guys, that's it for tonight. I'll try to bridge through alone so you don't watch the pain from this save to the moment where I am now to see if I can make a portal work from this save. Okay, if it doesn't work, there won't be any streams until the full version is out. Alright, till 7th December. If it works, I'll continue playing in Act 3. But I will need to reach through this. Okay. In the meantime, plenty of videos will come out on my YouTube channel for the Rogue Trader. Anyways, that's it for tonight. People, thanks for watching, and I wish you all good night. I'll let everyone know what's happening with streams in the meantime, in the next 20 days basically. I will probably play something, it just won't be Rogue Trader. Maybe in the meantime I can play the Less Fate tomorrow. I'll think about it. Maybe we're gonna have a Less Fate stream. Why not? To play something different in the last 30 days. Aside from Rogue Trader. All in all, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go to eat and then I'm off to bed because I was sick yesterday. It wasn't even a plan to stream tomorrow because I'm dead. People, I'll let you all know what's happening for tomorrow. Probably Less Fate stream. That's about it for today though.